spent in a miserable way.
U.S. News: Menendez backs Booker in presidential bid. NJ.com. Gallery: Menendez backs Booker's presidential bid, February 1, 2019. Union City U. Senator Robert Menendez unequivocally threw his support behind on Friday, only hours after the junior Democratic senator from New Jersey announced he is running for the nation's highest office. "I know he has the ability and effort to bring our nation together, and to me, the most outstanding element of his person is his character," said Menendez from inside the four-star diner in Union City. "I have urged him to." Menendez said Booker has shown he has the ability to work with his Republican colleagues, as he did in the passage of criminal justice reform in the Senate in December. But he said Menendez said Booker will work for a strong American economy that allows working middle-class families to once again realize the American dream. The senior senator said the current economy has been a boon for the wealthy, stockholders and corporations who benefited from President Trump's tax cuts, but said New Jersey residents tell him they are stuck in stagnant incomes. Booker has served in the Senate since 2013. He was the 30th, but Booker faces a challenging road ahead. There have only been two presidents with ties to New Jersey: Grover Cleveland, a Garden State native, and Woodrow Wilson, its 34th governor. Meanwhile, speaking at the 32nd Street Diner as people ate in booths behind him, Menendez said the Democrats seeking the Oval Office represent an incredible pool of talent. Touching on the possibility of another shutdown of the federal government, Menendez said he believes Democrats and Republicans can come to a spending agreement to keep the government open. Both parties but Menendez said the only stumbling block would be Trump's insistence for money to build a border wall, which he said is nothing more than a monument to the president.
Raindrops